on. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Hey, Dean. Welcome, Dean. Welcome. Hey, Joe. Welcome, Joe. Hey, Lewis. Welcome, Lewis. Hey, Gary. Welcome, Gary. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Let's go ahead and get started. I want to get right into equities. I want to make sure that we cover. Usually, we run out of time. But so I want to make sure we start with equities and so we can get through stocks. The reason is we're continuing to see selling, all right, in the equity markets. Now we've been talking about the selling came in last week, all right, and it has continued this week. Okay, so now we've moved. If you guys remember, we've moved so we can get closer to the price action. We've moved the time frame from a daily time frame to a 240-minute time frame on the indexes. All right, so the Dow, S&P, Nasdaq, and Russell. All right, so here is the 240 sell signal on the Nasdaq. You guys see here red candles, no support and resistance, guys. So we could see price action go lower there. All right, on the Nasdaq, here's the Russell. All right, same thing here with the Russell. Sell signal came in here last week. Here we are, red candles. Again, no support and resistance to keep that price, right? To hold that price. So it could move a lot lower. All right. Same thing on the Russell, right? Here's the Russell right here. All right. And this is not good. Whenever we see where resistance, where we've hit a resistance, all right, right here is resistance right up here, right here, right here. And it's where sellers came in before. Sellers are coming in now. All right. So the Dow is the only one that's holding. It still has a sell signal. All right. Still has a sell signal, but no red candles yet. All right. But that should come in. All right. That should come in. All right. Hey, Solomon. Welcome, Solomon. Welcome. Okay. All right. So again, this on the 240. So very close to the price action. We should not be adding any stock positions. All right. Even calls, no call options. Too early to look for puts. All right. Too early to look for puts. But just keep that in mind. All right. As we go through equities. And we'll start with equities. Big picture on the Dow. All right. Big picture on the Dow. Right now, we're retracing from the all-time high. Just a bit of a pullback here. So on the weekly time frame. All right. So a bit of a pullback on the Dow. Same thing with the Nasdaq. Same thing with the S&P. That S&P and the Dow got really close. All right. Near that all-time highs. And then the Russell here is also pulling back. All right. If the selling continues, guys, we could see if it continues on the 240, then we'll open up on the daily, open up on the weekly. All right. So, so just keep that in mind as we go through these stocks. All right. As we go through these stocks. So we'll start with Stock Boss this evening. Again, we're not adding any positions, adding any picks. We're just trying to manage the current picks. All right. Stock Boss, let's go through those trades. As always, white candles, let's pay attention to those. All right. Depending on how they're trading, we should close those trades. If you're conservative, you want to save. Right, save those profits or minimize those losses. You can get out on a white candle. Red candles, definitely we want to get out. Sell signal by your system. These white arrows here, we want to get out, close the trade. All right, so let's go through these. Our Stock Boss traders, Bullmaster traders, we want to do this, guys. We want to go through these. I know with a lot of our stock boss, bull master traders, you're trading a lot of symbols. Okay, so just make sure we go through these, clean things up. ADEA. All right, right here. Red candle, buy signal was here. Sell signal was here. Red candle, close the trade. All right, close the trade. If they're in that markup phase, all green candles, you can hold it. You can hold. All right. One sec. You can hold it for now. But keep an eye, even with green candles, keep an eye on these. All right. We have sellers in control. So AMPS, white candle here. This one has been holding. All right. And we do have a decent trend line here. We've drawn this before. All right. So right now it's holding that trend line here, although it has a white candle. So just hold on to it. Just keep an eye on it, though. All right. All right. ANGI gap down. Nothing you can do about that, guys. All right. So ANGI was moving up nicely. All right. Buy signal was here at 281. Right. Moving up nicely. Right. But again, selling is coming in. Gap down, red candle. Sell signal by the system. Sell signal came in 281. Close the trade. All right. Get out of that trade. ANGI. We ran stock boss today. I think when he had 40 symbols in stock boss, which is not a lot. All right. This one is good. BDN, white candle there. Keep an eye on it. Still holding. A decent trend line here. All right. BIG. White candle there. Holding a trend line. Keep an eye on it, though. Let's do this quickly here. Weekly time frame. Look at the weekly red candles right here. Look at this downward trend line, breaking support right about here. All right. And guess what? Red candles here. All right. So let's put it back on the daily. We're going to close that trade. All right. Close that trade. All right. Look here. All red candles. Current week is red. Right. No green candles. Close that trade. That's on the weekly. Bring it back on the daily here. All three of these buy signals failed. Good chance this one could fail. All right. So BIG, close the trade. If these trades are not solid in the markup phase, all right, clean things up. As we have selling, we could see more selling, guys. All right. Let's see, weekly time frame here. We're gonna do the same thing with BLND. All right. Red candle here for the week. All right. Nice markdown phase. All right. So we're gonna close this trade here. All right. Buy signal was at $1.15, trading at $1.22. All right. Buy signal failed. Right here, failed. Right. And now this is the, what's that? The fourth trade right here. Right. Considering the market condition, right? That weekly time frame, we could see sellers really come in. Traders are watching these. They're watching these guys, and they've sold it off in the past. So, right, so they can certainly take it another leg down. So BLND, close that trade. COMP, close that trade. All right. Buy signal here, totally broke down, sold on a break of this support right here. Buy signal was at 418. Sell signal came in at 312. 12:25, close the trade. All right, COMP, close the trade. All right, DBI, white candle here, purple support and resistance. Buy signal came in at 924, trading at 986. Let's take a quick look at that weekly. Notice we're taking a look at that weekly, guys. All right. Purple support and resistance, hitting resistance right here. All right, hitting resistance right here. We can hold this for now. Hopefully we can get some buyers to come in. But if you guys, if anyone is trading it, right, you can certainly, get out of the trade. Buy signal here 930, right here 986. Purple support and resistance, right. But the good news is, right, it's still holding right here, but you can certainly close it if you want. All right, we'll keep it for now. All right, this is good. EGIO, right? Buy signal was here, white candle, it's consolidated. Let's take a look at that weekly. Oh, hold on. All right, weekly time frame, look here. All right, red candle right here, red candle on that weekly. All right, so close that trade. Now, some of these we took on, right, before we implemented that weekly time frame. Okay, so, but now that we have it, we'll watch it. So close that trade. EGIO, EGIO. FREE free, FREE free. That gave a sell signal right here. All right. Buy signal came in at 367. Sell signal came in at 389. Close the trade. All right. Close the trade. And you've got resistance right here too. Resistance right here. Resistance right here. Almost identical there. All right. This one was a loss. This one was a small profit there. GPMT. Let's take a look at the weekly. All right, that's holding there on the weekly. All right, holding here on the daily. All right, we got a decent trend line there. If you're not sure, just bring in your trend line. Okay, so far it's holding fine. You do have a white candle, so pay attention to that. GPMT there. HYZN, red candle here, right? Close the trade. You get a red candle, guys, just close the trade. Get out, right? Don't wait for a sell signal. Buy signal was at 90 cents, all right? 90 cents, right? Close today at, what's that? 125, close the trade. JMIA, you notice a lot of us, not a lot, but these stocks are closing. All right, they're closing. We're getting red candles, so that's a sign to just clean things up. All right, JMIA buy signal was here at 332. Sell signal came in today. All right. As a matter of fact, yesterday, I thought we went to this at 402. At 402. Okay. Close the trade. This one here, MKFG, white candles here. All right. It closed at, what's that? 149. All right, you get in resistance right here. All right, resistance right here. Let's take a look at the weekly quickly here. All right, so Buy signal is here on the weekly. Nice buy signal, but it's pulling back a bit, guys. Pulling back here. The daily, you could still hold it, all right? But just know that sellers are sitting here, all right? And, you know, buy signal was at 101, trading closely at 149. You can take profits. We'll hold it for now, all right? See what it does tomorrow. MN, MD, all right? That's holding there. Keep an eye on it. Let's take a quick look at the weekly. All right, so it's holding on the weekly, white candles, no red candles. So, but again, keep an eye on it. All right, MPW, red candle. All right, so that gave a sell signal. Did we go through this yesterday? I thought we cleaned these up yesterday. All right, MPW, sell signal here, close that trade. I think we went closed. All right, we'll go through them again. KNLA, KLNA. All right, white candle here. Buy signal was at 110, trading at 194. Let's take a look at the weekly. All right, white candle there. All right. I would say let's close this trade. All right. You have a lot of resistance right here. A lot of resistance right here. All right. This is where sellers came in before. And here we are again, failing to hold above resistance. All right. Trading here, purpose support and resistance. That's not good. Okay. So protect profits. All right. 101 was the buy signal, trading at 194. All right. Close the trade. PACK, white candles right here. All right. We've got resistance right about here. All right. And we've got a trend line, a descent trend line right here. All right. So just keep an eye on it. Still in profit, not by much though. All right. 472 was the buy signal, trading right here, closed at 534. We need buyers to come back in. Okay. So let's take a quick look at the weekly. All right, so the weekly, for the week, we've got a white candle there. We've got pretty good support, but again, we have selling. So just keep an eye on it. All right. You can still hold this one. Keep an eye on it though. All right. Don't let it get away from you. PACK. SDC. All right. Close this one here. All right. Here is resistance up here. Keep an eye. I mean, really keep an eye. If you guys are in any of these trades, all of the trades, right? I spoke to some of you today. A lot of these trades are not turning out, guys. We don't have any follow through. All right. In all of these markets. All right. So everything is consolidating right now. We have nothing really trending at the moment. Okay. So you really want to look above, look at where resistance sellers are sitting, right? Like right here, right? Sellers are sitting here. All right. And if you can protect, we know these markets are going down. So the goal is to kind of protect what we have. All right. Protect it. Okay. All right. Not much you could have done here, right? You certainly could have gotten that if you watched the resistance. And we've been talking about this one here. but guess what? It gapped down, really didn't give us a chance. Okay, buy signal was at 47 cents, closed at 59 cents. Red candle, just closed the trade. All right, just closed the trade. All right, so on the daily time frame there, SDC. If you guys have any symbols you're concerned about, all right. Yes, some of these didn't update because I know we closed this yesterday. SIRI, all right, closed that trade. I know that gave a sell signal yesterday. And TradeStation's been acting up, my TradeStation anyway. Buy signal at 340, 394, all right. Sell signal right here, 460, close the trade. SIRI. SOFI, let's bring on weekly. All right, weekly is holding fine. Let's see here. All right, we're going to close this trade here. And here is why. We've got resistance right here. All right, resistance is right here. All right, this is where sellers came in before, right? Drawing your lines, guys. All right, here we are. Purple support and resistance, lower highs. We could see, right? Sellers come in heavy. All right. Hey, Anthony. All right, let's see here. Euro Swiss long. All right, we'll take a look at it. Euro Swiss long. All right. All right. Thanks, Anthony. All right. We'll get to that. All right. So SOFI, close that trade, please. Close that trade. Be very selective right now, guys. All right. This is not the time to go heavy. All right. And so be very, very selective. All right. If you hold any position, they kind of have to look like this. Even with this here, that's a concern. All right. Don't expect these trades to break new highs, break new resistance levels. Okay. Especially in equities. Especially in equities. Okay. Here, this one here, SXC. This is where sellers are, right? See, that's pretty good resistance here. Okay. And this is on the daily time frame. So this goes back far. And it was a pullback, and here we are right now. All right. I would say any type of selling, any, like a white candle, just know that you're getting sellers are watching this area right in here. Okay. So yes, it's in profit right now, but we want to protect those profits. You can hold it. All green candles looking fine, but as soon as you get a white candle, really pay attention to it. I would actually close the trade on a white candle. Anywhere up here. Definitely red candles. We know that. And a sell signal to close the trade. But these white candles will give you some clues, okay, that we approaching, right? We need these buyers to push. We need to get out, right? When these buyers are pushing the price up, right? Retrace a bit, right? Where we get this, right? A little bit of selling in here. Just close the trade, right? Close the trade. Don't get emotional about the trades. SXC, close the trade. That's holding. All right, that's holding. That's moving higher there. That's good. Right. VRM, close the trade. All right. Buy signal was at 90. I think buy signal was here. We got in right about in here. All right. So I think was about 106. Sell signal came in at 166, but that was up here, closed at 137. All right. So this would be difficult to capture, get out here. All right. So gap down. Okay. But still, if you got in about right here, still a profitable trade. Okay, so just close the trade. Close the trade. All right. Whether it's a profitable trade or a losing trade, doesn't matter, guys. You just gotta have to clean things up. Okay. So if it breaks, if it gives you a red candle, sell signal, just close the trade regardless. All right. Hopefully we have a profitable trade, but if not, right, don't hope that it continue, it moves higher at some point and becomes profitable. Right, this trade, that's a lot of selling here, and you could see sellers come back all the way down to support. All right, which is 73 cents, and break through support and go even lower. All right. All right, this one is holding here. All right, so that is stock boss. Let's take a look at Bullmaster, and Anthony will take a look at your your currency pair shortly there. All right. I do want to get through these stocks. All right, Bullmaster. You guys know these are stocks over $10 and higher. All right, same thing. All right, green candles. All right, so nothing to do there. All right, but you have some strong resistance here. All right, pretty good resistance there. All right, keep an eye on that one there. Adobe, right? Buy signal was here. That's holding so far. Don't just close your positions, right? So, you know, I know sometimes it's, when the market is selling, right? We just want to close. You have to look at each individual trade, and analyze that trade. Okay. All right. ALLY, we have a white candle there. Let's take a look at the weekly quickly. All right. The weekly is holding here. All right. So we got some white candles, green candle there. So that's holding. Has a little trend line going here, like higher highs, higher lows. All right. Not great, but it's holding. So we can hold it here, but keep an eye on it. All right. It's consolidating there. All right. That's good. All right. ARLO. That's too bad on this, guys. We had a really good previous trade here. Buy signal here, sold here. Another buy signal, failing to break new resistance, accumulation, right? Right. Big red candle, sell signal right here. All right. So buy signal was at 1032. Sell signal on a break of support, 1062. Right. Probably would not be able to catch that. Close today at 1013. Close the trade. All right. ARLO. You have to be really nimble right now. This one is holding. All right. BAC, white candle here. Right. Let's bring in a weekly. All right. So we got a downward trend line on that weekly time frame, guys. If you look here. All right. All right. See that weekly time frame. All right. See what happens here. That trend line, hit that trend line. Sellers came in. Purple support and resistance. Hit that trend line. Sellers came in. Here we are right now. Sellers could come back in. All right. Purple support and resistance. All right. So we're going to close this on the weekly. Doesn't look good. All right, so here we are at support. Buy signal was at 29, trading right now at 30.86. Close the trade, take profits. All right. BAC, Bank of America there. All right. That's holding. Even with this, it's holding right now, all green candles. But if you guys look here, all right. Now, if the market was bullish, we could certainly hold on to this, right? And let it run. But look here, we have selling in the market. So here is resistance, right? So pretty good resistance here. And then here we are. So watch it closely, but boy, the first white candle, I would certainly get out, right? So it's all green here, looking to test resistance, but that first white candle, right? Purple support and resistance, like here, right? Right? Lower highs, lower lows, get out, all right? So again, trade each one independently. Okay. BXMT, all right? Let's see here. Take a look at the weekly. All right, that looks like it wants to turn over. Not quite there yet. Daily, you could hold on to this for now. Good trend line going. It has one white candle there, right at support. Here is your trend line right here. All right, so that's if it breaks support here, guys, you're gonna get a sell signal. Okay, so right now, just hold on to it. The hope is, if we have some buying come in tomorrow, all right, or Friday, it might hold. But again, look an eye. We have resistance, pretty good resistance right here. All right, kind of follow this process with all of your trading, not just in equities. Okay. All right, so keep an eye on it. All right, if you just want to take profits, you can certainly do that and get out. All right, buy signal was at 16.68. Right now it's trading at $22. Okay. All right. Remember, it's not what we want, it's what the market is doing. This one is holding fine. That's holding fine. Even with this one here, just know you got resistance right here. First white candle, you might want to close that trade here. Okay. DKNG closed that trade. All right. Buy signal was at 22.53. Gap down, sell signal, red candle. All right. If we don't get out of a trade like this, I don't know what we're doing. All right. So everything says get out of this trade. All right. The money, the trade is done. All right. Buy signal 21. Sell signal 28.70. Red candle, sell signal, close the trade. DKNG. All right. All right. HIW, pay attention to that. All right, we've got purple support and resistance. All right, that's always a concern when we see these purple support and resistance. White candles, take a quick look at the weekly. All right, so we're going to close this. We have selling coming in, guys. All right, selling coming in. All right, on the weekly time frame. All right, right here, and then here we are right here. We really needed green candles to build up, that buying to build up. And that's not what we have. So, all right, so purple support and resistance, lower highs, lower lows. All right, lower highs, lower lows, right here. All right, so guess what? Buy signal was at 23, trading at closed at 24, 26, closed the trade. take profits there. All right, HIW. All right, HIW, close that trade. All right, IAC gap down. Notice that a lot of these, well, quite a few, all right, are gapping down. All right, gapping down. When we have a seller's market, you guys will notice that trades will gap down. When we have a buyer's market, when we're bullish, right, you'll see trades symbols gap up. Okay, so keep an eye on that, right? Watch out for these gap downs. All right. So IAC buy signal was at 53. All right, gap down here, broke support, gap down, right? Guess what? Sell signal came in at $61 right here, right? But guess what? It closed at $55. All right, still in profit, but not by much. Just close the trade. Okay, close the trade. It's a lot of selling to gap down like this on this big. That's a lot of selling. All right, guys, it collapsed right from here all the way down here in one day. Okay, so that's a lot of selling. We can see more selling come in. All right, IAC close the trade. LNC white candle there. Take a quick look at the weekly. All right, red candles here. Look here. Take a look at your if you're trading on the 240. Look at the this is why we added this. If you traded on like Anthony on your monster scalper, we'll take a look at it. But take a look at EUR Swiss on that daily, right? If that daily is red, all right, you make sure that's white, at a minimum white. You got a white candle, preferably a green candle. Like see right here, guys. All right. That weekly time frame, see here, 2 weeks of selling right here. Okay, 2 weeks of selling right here. Okay, all right. So that will give us the overall direction. All right, so we'll close this trade. Buy signal came in at 22.97. Right, currently trading at 26.64. Close that trade. Right, this could happen there. LNC, close that trade. All right, LZ, buy signal was at 13.38, closed today at 12.50. All right, so close that trade, guys. Close that trade. Gap down. You notice, you guys notice these are gapping down, right? Gapping down. This is how it opened. It gapped down today at the open. Not good. All right, big red candle, close the trade. LZ. MC white candle. All right, white candle there. You've got a lot of resistance right here. And again, we know the market is selling. We've got selling, right? So a lot of resistance right here. Take a quick look at the weekly. If we've got red candles on that weekly, close the trade. All right, so this one is a little different. All right, so we have green candles. And if you guys look, and we have a buy signal here on the weekly, and it's holding right here. All right, holding right here on the weekly. And you've got a lot of support, a lot of resistance right here, a lot of resistance, good resistance. Okay, so you might have a chance with this one. Let's go back to the daily here. All right, so now let's see what we can do here. All right, so you know we have sellers here, All right, we notice sellers are here, here. So this resistance area is a big area, right? However, this one wants to break out. All right, so we got our trend line right here. All right, so we would like to see it's holding, right? Struggling to hold right here. All right, we just need buyers to continue. All right, so the buy signal was at $42, trading at 47. You could hold this, but guess what? Any red candles, right? And if it breaks through that support, you might just want to close the trade there. All right, but sellers are sitting here, guys. All right, okay. But the weekly looks great. That's MC, so you can hold that for now. All right, MGNI, right? MGNI sell signal. All right, so buy signal was at, so follow your system. Buy signal was at 1061. All right, sell signal came in at what's that? Right at $14. Purpose support and resistance. All right. Red candle, big red candle, guys. Lots of selling. All right. Sell signal by your system right here. Red candle. All right. If you were lucky to get out, you would have gotten out right here. However, it closed at 1234. All right, buy signal was at what did I say? 1061. All right, still in profit, but close the trade. It's over. All right, look at that. That's a big candle, guys. All right, and we could get more selling. So MGNI closed the trade. All right, MGNI. This looks good. This is why I wanted to spend time, guys, on these. We have to clean these up. All right, that's holding well there. All right. OSTK, white candle here. Take a look at the weekly. All right. Still holding there on the weekly. So let's see here. All right. So I would keep an eye on it. We do have a good trend line. Don't forget to bring in a trend line. All right. Bring in a trend line right here. We need buyers to come back in. Okay. But keep an eye on it. All right. And it's in good profit. So buy signal was 21. It's trading at 30.92 currently. RIVN buy signal was at 1646. All right, sell signal came in at today 2324. All right, white arrow, that's our sell signal, white candle right here, close the trade. RIVN. All right, you'll be happy you close these trades if the market moves lower, guys. All right, you'll be thankful you close these trades. All right, SG, weekly. Weekly still looks good. All green candles there. Go back to the daily. All right. So on the daily, we've got resistance here at support. So here is support down there. Support becomes resistance on the way up. So look here. This is an area here. Here is our resistance. Here. Resistance here. It's failing. So that price is 1620. It's failing at 1620. All right. Purpose support and resistance, white candle. Right. Given the condition of the market, we're going to close this trade. So buy signal was at 874. All right. 1369. Close the trade. Take profits. All right. Don't play with these trades. All right, that's holding so far. purple support and resistance are coming in, and this has been a great trade. But all right, weekly still looks good. All right, weekly still looks good. I would say first white candle, close the trade. Still holding right. Perfect here. Buy signal was at 22. It's trading at 40, 42. All right. We don't want to give up a lot of profit. First white candle, we might want to close that trade. All right. SKYW. Okay. Again, you can hold on to this one so far, but remember resistance right here at 41, right? Trading at 35. No white candle yet. All right, you got to bounce on this one. All right, SYM. All right, buy signal is here, right? Trading below resistance. This was another one we were hoping that would continue. Weekly time frame. Let's see here. Weekly looks good. Okay, but again, all right. So keep an eye on it. Trend line looks good. Break up that trend line. Might want to just get rid of it. All right. So, okay. All right. SYM. We just have a few more in Bullmaster there. That's holding. That's holding. All right. UPST. UPST. Right. Give a sell signal today. Buy signal was at 1961. Sell signal came in at $41. There's no way you would have caught that. This gap down today at the open. That sell signal right here came in right at that open, guys. Close for today down here at 34. All right, still a profitable trade. All right, and I know it's painful when we see these stocks drop like this. Okay, all right, and you were in profit all the way up here. And it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. If you wanted to save it, you could have gotten out on that white candle. All right. But it is what it is. Market's turning around. All right. So, all right. UPST. UPST. Close the trade. White candle here. WDAY. Take a quick look at weekly. All right, weekly is still holding. Back to the daily. All right, buy signal was here. All right, it's holding here. So just keep an eye on it there. Take a look at the weekly on this one here. All right, little tricky there. All right, this one can hold if you like. All right, just know we've got resistance here. All right, it tried to make a move right here today, and gonna bounce back. Buy signal was at 1272, close today at what 1389. I just keep an eye, this area here. All right, but that's a big candle there. All right, big candle there. YY. All right. I thought we closed this. Yeah, we closed this yesterday. All right, so buy signal was here at 31. Sell signal came in at 3102. Sell signal at 3190. I know what happened. We didn't remove these yesterday. All right. The other day. Okay. All right. So that's it. Tomorrow we'll do this again, and we'll start with equities. All right. until this market turns around. All right, and don't add any. Don't add any buy on in equities. Be careful with calls. I wouldn't do any calls unless you really know what you're doing there. Okay. All right. So Anthony, I didn't forget about you, bud. All right. Let's take a look at your Euro Swiss trade in Monster Scalper. Okay. All right. Euro Swiss down here. Long. All right. So Euro Swiss long. I wouldn't do anything here. Okay. So on your daily time frame, right? Sellers are still in control on the daily time frame. Okay, all red candles. All right, we don't even have a white candle there. We do have green candles there. All right, and it's choppy. All right, so we do have a buy signal, but guess what? We would have gotten out here on this red candle. All right. Even if we had gotten back in here, we would have gotten back in here. Very choppy trading. What you can wait for, I would wait for a breakout. Okay. And Forex is doing the same thing as equities. So here's a trend line here. You'll have your resistance right here. All right, buy signal is right here. You could wait for a breakout, wait for that daily time frame to at least get your white candle. But if you look here, and this for everyone. All right, so Anthony, I would hold off on this. Okay, I would hold off. If you guys look here, so if you notice, we haven't been sending out a lot of picks for Forex. Okay. And so right now, the Euro pairs, right, they're setting up, but they're not quite ready yet. All right. And if you guys notice over here, all right, we have about, we have 27 out of our 57 pairs. All right, that are yellow. So we're getting more yellow. All right, yellow. These are trying to trend. All right, if it's around that 20, 24, 22, 25, that's near that resistance area. Right, once they get higher in the 30s, 40s, they're starting to trend. Below 20 and red, they're consolidating. Okay, so we have a little more than 50%, all right, that are consolidating there. Okay. NASCAR All Out, that's a cool name. Small cap, yeah, we trade small cap, and we went through those. That's in our stock boss. All right, so we do trade small cap in a stock boss system. All right, welcome. All right, so guys, just be careful. The ZAR pairs, that's the only trade right now. All right, so if you guys got on to the Euro ZAR, Pound ZAR, Dollar ZAR, and then the short the ZAR yen, that's about it. That's about it. I mean, everything else is just consolidating, and you just be very, very careful. All right. Even with the ZAR pairs, we're starting to see some resistance above. Okay. So just protect your capital. I know we want to trade. All right, but just if you look here, even with the ZAR pairs, which is the best trade going right now, we've got resistance above. All right, we've got resistance above here. Sellers are sitting. Just know, and during our one-on-one coaching, and I've spoken to traders about this. There are other traders that we are trading against. All right. There are other traders that if whenever we have a losing trade, there's someone else on the other side of the trade. All right. Whenever we have a winning trade, right, someone else lost. Okay. So these are what we want to do is we want to get into these trades here. When the shorts are looking to come in up here, we want to be getting out of those trades. So we want to buy low, sell high. All right. But just know that there are traders right here that are sitting ready and waiting to go short here. All right. So just always remember that, right? Always remember there's someone else, there are other traders on the other side of the trade. And whenever you have a loss, we want to take it personally, not emotion. We don't want to get emotional about it. Okay. But that's why I always say, hey, there are sellers sitting here, sellers, and they're waiting, ready to short, right? So when we see them come in, right, we should be taking those profits, getting out, right? And then perhaps go short, all right? So that we trade with them, not against them, right? Okay. All right. All right. Very good. Very good. So Forex, just hold on. We'll find the rotation. When the rotation happens, we'll see it, guys. We'll see it. Right? We have all our alerts. We'll see it in here. Just protect your capital. VTGN. I'll put it in and see. V, and then we'll be done, guys. We'll be done. VTGN. Let's see here in Stock Boss, and then we'll be done. All right, VTGN. All right. Yep. So that did make a move, right? On the weekly time frame, right? Pretty good support down here, right? Really good support down here. Buyers, this must be biotech, must be biotech. So must have some news, all right? So nice markdown phase, good support. All right, lots of buying here came in. And so that's bucking the trend a bit. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was news. Now, that is a spike here. So let's see here. Okay, so that's news driven. All right, that's news driven. We normally don't find these right here. All right, because we don't trade these types of stocks. All right, we call this a pump and dump. All right, pump and dump. All right, where we don't have a lot of real volume. All right, where we have months of volume. Normally, not normally. What the stocks that we trade that come through here, we track 3 months of volume where the institutions are building. They're building positions. This is a little different. All right. Now you might see this pop up on a radar, but it's not. They haven't been building positions. So that's a pump and dump. All right. And you'll notice, and you guys will see this, right? If you're out there looking at stocks where it's news driven, right? So they will pump the price up. All right. And I don't like to call it dumb money, but the traders that that are new to trading, right? They'll jump in, right, and keep buying, and then the shorts, right? The shorts are waiting, right? Short sellers, we call them, are waiting to dump it. All right, and what they'll do is they'll they'll short it. So if you notice this stock here, right? So on when was this? On 8/7, it gapped up. It went all the way. So it gapped up from 19, and we'll be done after this, guys. 192, right? So 192. This is very dangerous. All right. So 192 all the way up here to what's that? To 24. All right. And these are traders that are buying it, right? They're pumping it up, and the shorts are waiting because it's all news driven, right? It's not sustainable, all right. And then the short sellers, they know what they're doing. They'll dump it all the way back down, taking capital from those buyers. All right. So right now it is at 693 right here, and the trade is over. Right, the trade is over. All right, all right. So it hit $60 in pre-market from the close. Okay, all right. Just be careful. Be careful here. All right, guys. All right. See you guys tomorrow. Just be careful again with equities. All right. Your positions. Just pay attention. Get out on those white candles. Right. If you're conservative, red candles, sell signals, definitely get out, and don't add to stocks right now. Just remember, right, the environment that we're in, right? So even on the 240, we've got selling coming in. All right, a lot of the sectors here are turning red. So we have more sectors here turning red and down. All right, all right. Remember, it's not what we want, it's what the market is doing, and want to follow the market. All right, guys, take care. Have a good evening. Thanks for coming. Bye bye.